believe this happened?
Okay. It's okay, just play, just play.
Sis just kicked me off. I was trying to tell her she has to wait her turn to teach her manners, but she kept staring at me like I was crazy.
It already started.
My turn, not take it.
It started for you.
Then I decided I would let her go first, but she said she didn't have money.
Oh no.
I even offered to pay for her to actually play, but she insisted on breaking the game instead.
I'm not associating with that kid. Wait, she wants to do deal or no deal.
What do we do with her? So we left her to do her thing and went to another machine.
Guys, she's back.
And peekaboo.
She's back?
Leech. It's really hard. I do this.
Huh?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, it's your girl Lurk, back again to do what? Spy on all y'all so I can talk about it. Alright, y'all. A lot of y'all probably gonna be mad at me for what I'm about to say, and that's okay. But it's something that definitely needs to be discussed. Alright, so there is a little video going around that's kind of viral right now about some non-black women or teens that they actually look like. It looks like they were at an arcade where a little black girl comes and interrupts their game. Now, I know a lot of people are angry. They're calling these girls racist, and you know, if this was a little white girl, you know, you wouldn't have treated her that way. You wouldn't have dismissed her. You wouldn't have called her names and blah blah blah. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what happened. While the teenager was about to play her game, the little girl ran and took her turn. So they were shocked, okay? Then, when they were trying to explain to her that that was rude and that she has to wait her turn, the little girl doesn't listen. So, then the teenager is then trying to offer to help her, and she offered to even pay for her to have her own turn, and the little girl still didn't listen. So then, you know, instead of keep on being rude, the girls, they leave and try to find somewhere else to go play. The little girl comes right back and starts to bother them again. So then, you know, one calls her a leech. And the little girl starts threatening them, talking about how hard she can hit and all that stuff. Now, people are calling these girls racist because they said, you know, if she was a white kid or a Latino kid or an Asian kid, they were like, hey, look, we met a cool friend at the arcade today. Now, that may be true. That may very well be true. But another reason why people are angry is because they felt like these teenagers should have, instead of taping her, they felt like they should have, you know, asked where her parents were and then led her to where her parents were or led her to where security is. Now, while that would have been a very nice and noble thing to do, what I don't think is right is that people are expecting complete strangers to be doing what the parents, in fact, should be doing. The question here should be, where the heck was the girl's parents at? That is a problem that I don't understand. I do not understand why people allow their children to go around unattended. Yes, was this an arcade place? Do kids, you know, typically, you know, run around? That's what you expect. You expect to see kids running around. But what you should not expect is to see kids running around by themselves. There's no reason why this little girl should have been unsupervised. Her mother, her cousins, her siblings, whoever, she should have had someone with her. Because in situations like this, because she could have been in a worse situation than being filmed. You know, she could have been kidnapped. You know, this little girl didn't have an issue with running up to complete strangers bothering them. So it could have been way worse than her being filmed and put on TikTok. Now that's not a nice thing, but that's the better option than being kidnapped. Now, people are expecting complete strangers to do what parents should be doing. And like I said, while that's a nice and noble thing to do, we cannot expect people to watch after our children. We cannot expect complete strangers to care about our children the way that we do. We cannot expect complete strangers to love our children the way that we do. And so it's just like, no matter what race the child is, that child should have been supervised And I don't know why people are putting the responsibility on complete strangers, and strangers that look to be teenagers at that. People have to also understand that not everyone likes children. Not everyone thinks that children are cute and sweet and, it's just, hey, it's just a kid being a kid. Not everyone goes for that, you know? So to try to condemn people for not thinking that kids being annoying kids is cute or funny, can you really get mad at that? No, you need to watch your children and have them supervised. So, black people unfortunately like to resort to racism or calling it racism when it's just an annoying kid being an annoying kid. I personally would have been upset if a black child, a white child, an Asian child, a blue child, a whatever child came and took my turn. And then when I try to explain to them the rudeness of it, or I try to, get them to listen and they don't want to listen and they're being rude and not having manners, I would be pissed about that too. It doesn't matter the race. But, unfortunately, black people like to just look at the quote unquote, they want to find the racism where there probably wasn't any. Now, this all goes right back to me putting it back on the parents. You cannot expect strangers to care about your child the way that you're supposed to care about them. So how about we stop leaving our children to the world? Stop being so trustworthy of the world, because not everyone cares, and serial killers do exist. And we know that, black girls especially, black women and black girls, they get taken a lot, and it's underreported, if reported at all. We have to learn to watch our children and stop expecting others to do it for us, because they're not going to. Now, one thing that some people were angry about, that in the comment section, people were clearly saying some mean and racist things. There was one comment that called the little girl Jay-Z, or said she looked like Jay-Z, and they were mad that the Tik Toker liked it and thought it was funny. Now, was that mean? Absolutely. 100% it was mean. But that's why I say supervise your children. Supervise your children, because if you had had your children and been watching them, then maybe she wouldn't have run up to them being rude, and she wouldn't have been put on someone's TikTok, and she wouldn't be going viral for something like this. But at the end of the day, we can't stop people from saying mean things. It's a very mean thing to say, but what can you really do about that? So like I said, I put all the onus on the parents and the lack of supervision from the family, and for us to stop as people, stop looking for outsiders, complete strangers, to love and care for our children the way that we would. Now, I'm pretty sure you won't like this, but let me know about it in the comment section. Cuss me out if you need to. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the girls were wrong? Do you think that the little girl was wrong? Do you think that the parents was wrong? Give me your take on this, because I'm not seeing quote unquote racism in this, but I am seeing annoyance, because not everyone thinks kids are cute and their childlike behavior. So let me know. Once again, it's your girl Lurk, spying on all y'all so I can talk about it. All right.